Hello and welcome to another Rust Locker video. Spring has sprung apparently, but it's still bloody cold. In today's video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I haven't got anything specific to do on the MX-5 or the van, but I do need to go out and get some quotes for some rust repair on the MX-5 because MOT time is coming up very soon, and I know for a fact that even if the car does scrape through an MOT, they are definitely going to be prodding and poking my rust holes. So like I said, I thought I'd take you for a ride. I'm just going to be going out and getting some quotes for some rust repair. I'm going to be going to a couple of different places, see what they say. I'm fairly flexible on how much I get done. I mean, ideally I'd like a lot done, but I'll settle for just getting through an MOT, to be honest. So I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to show you what I'd like to be done overall. I'll show you all the issues that I'm going to go and ask and get quotes for, and we'll see what sort of money people are expecting for that kind of work. Okay, so the first thing and most important thing that I want to get sorted is the rear arches. They are getting really bad now, and it's embarrassing, to be fair. So what I'm going to do is get some replacement panels online, which will basically mean cutting out the entire rusty section, probably down to about here, and replacing this with an entirely new welded in panel. Underneath, the sills here are pretty bad as well. At the moment the car's pretty much unjackable at the rear because the jacking points have just completely corroded away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them if they can not only fix this but also weld in some more heavyweight metal, maybe box section or something, you know, so I never have to worry about jacking points ever again. Moving along, the actual sills themselves aren't too bad. This wing is bad, like really bad. It's actually completely rusted away. Ideally I'd like to get new wings. Depending on the price, I might just get the inner skin welded up so that that's safe for an MOT, and then I'll be able to get a second-hand wing off of eBay or something. Same on the other side, except this wing is not so bad at all. The lip underneath for the jacking points is all mashed up, and there is actually a hole in the floor pan somewhere. I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dark under there. There's also a hole in the chassis rail, I think. I don't think that's supposed to be there. So I'm going to get them to weld up little bits and pieces underneath as well. And then obviously this rear arch as well isn't as bad as the other side, but it is starting to go. So I'll probably do both the rear arches for definite, the underneath and the MOT parts for definite, and then see what they say about the front wings and wing it from there basically. Okay, so first thing is go to town, get myself some sausage rolls, and then the first body shop is just a short drive from Greg's.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm at the industrial estate where the first body shop is that I'm going to try and get a quote from today. I don't know if they're going to be able to see me at short notice because I haven't rung or booked or anything like that. So I'm just going to pop in and see if they take a look for me, give me a price. Yeah, I've just pulled up. I didn't even know this place was here, but there's a place that does lotuses. There's a nice little elan and an Elise outside the front, and I think there's an Exige as well there, so I'll get a better look at those as I drive past, and then we'll go and see what this body shop has to say. Okay, so I've just been to the first body shop. Basically he had a look over the car, saw what needed to be done, and then he asked me how much I want to spend, which I ummed and ahed about because I didn't really want to tell him. Basically, for having the rear arches cut out and new panels welded in, new front wings, new sills, and a respray, he's talking about £5 grand. Now that is definitely more than I wanted to spend. So I asked him, what about if you ignore the front wings and I get maybe fiberglass wings instead, and I'm not too bothered about a full respray. How about just doing the rear arches and the sills and all those kind of bits? And he said still going to be about £2 just for that. So that's also a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but at least it gives me an idea. I'm definitely not going to pay £5 for £5. I'll go and get myself a nice Nissan 350Z or something like that. But I do love this car, so I do want to keep it on the road if I can. So I'm going to go to another body shop, and hopefully he's going to give me a better price than that. Fingers crossed. Nice squeaky window. Well, I turned up to the other place and there's no one here. So because he works on his own, I think he goes out and does mobile jobs as well. So he's probably popped out to work on someone's car. So God knows what time he'll be getting back here. So I'm probably going to laugh this off for today and come back another day. Let's go and see if I can find somewhere else. Okay, so I'm currently walking at the side of the road because the MX-5 died. So I had a little look under the bonnet, and it's a simple fix. What happened was, where I'd put that induction kit on the other day, the coupler has actually come loose, which wouldn't be a big deal if I had some tools on me, but turns out I've driven off without any tools at all, not even a screwdriver in the car. So luckily I broke down quite close to an Asda, so I'm just going to pop into Asda, see if I can buy a screwdriver and then walk back and fix it. Okay, got me a screwdriver set and some beers. I'm going to need some beers later when I get in. It's probably pissed me off having to buy a screwdriver because I've got so many at home. But get back to the car. It's only a couple of minutes walk, so that's handy. So that there is the problem. That's come undone. And without a screwdriver or socket set, I had no way to undo this. So just picked up this set. Okay, let's tighten back up. I think because I was going over quite a few bumps, and now that this silicone joiner is warmed up and got flexible, I've just gone over a bump and then that's popped off. So I'm going to tighten that up good. And check all the others as well. Okay, this is now the official screwdriver set that always stays in the car forever. Right, so it's actually a couple of days later since I last recorded anything. I've managed to see my old mate from school, which I'm down here now, Auto Resolve in Fordham, I think. I'm not actually sure where I am. It's near Stanway in Colchester if anyone's interested. But he's given me some good news, and he reckons he can weld the panels in for the rear arches and do a bit of filling and sorting out the other rust holes for around about 500 quid. Obviously plus paint, that's going to be extra, but that's certainly a better price than 5 grand. So I've told him I'm going to buy the panels and I'm going to bring it down here. I haven't asked him if I'll be able to film anything because he's pretty busy at the moment, but I'll ask him, see what he says. So I know this has been a bit of a weird video, but I'm trying to do this vlogging thing and kind of give you the journey of what I'm going on with this MX-5. The problem with doing the how-tos is it's difficult to find the time and energy to do one job, film it, and then post that video. Where in real life, you know, when you're working on jobs, sometimes you get halfway done and then you need to buy another part, which will delay the video for another few days to a week. So the videos from now on might be more, oh, I'm working on this, I've got to this point with that, now I'm going to work on this a little bit and I'll get to that point with that, if you see what I mean. So hopefully you're going to stick with me, and hopefully you're going to subscribe if you're new, or leave me a comment if you've got any questions, and leave a thumbs up if you did like this. I'm expecting a few more thumbs downs if I'm honest, but anyway, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Take it easy.